Hello, English 100. This is video 3 for week 4. And the topic of this video is how to read a professor's essay question. So for this video, let's just look at the essay question. Every college paper will give you some sort of prompt or directions or what you're supposed to do in the paper. So here it is. This is the most important thing in the essay assignment, the essay question. So let's read it. In Tara's family, what does it mean to be a girl? What roles are girls and women expected to play, and what are girls and women expected to be like? Focus especially on the attitudes expressed by Dad and Sean. Are Dad and Sean sexist and/or misogynist? How does Tara deal with these ideas and pressures in her family? As she grows up, what does Tara decide being a woman means for her? Do you think that she needed to separate from her family in order to truly be herself? So, this is a lot to deal with. If you count, there's 6 question marks here. So what does that mean? Does that mean that I'm asking you 6 different questions? Or is this all one big question? And then I'm saying it in 6 different ways. So this is the kind of things you have to think about when you're dealing with a really wordy, long professor essay question. The quick answer is that it's kind of some of both. There's more than one question here, but sometimes I do ask the same question more than one way. So let's dig in. Let's start with these first 2 questions here. And I'm going to make them orange. In Tara's family, what does it mean to be a girl? What roles are girls and women expected to play? And what are girls and women expected to be like? I think so far this is just one question. This is not 2 different questions. The second question is basically the first question, but spelled out more exactly. So far, we just have one question, I think. Let's go on to the next part. Let's make this one a different color. We'll make it blue. Focus especially on the attitudes expressed by Dad and Sean. Are Dad and Sean sexist and/or misogynist? So you got to ask yourself, is this a brand new question, or is this kind of about the orange part? I think in this case, we're still focusing on what it means to be a girl. So this might be this is the center of your bubble map that you're making this week. But I'm asking you to focus especially. So it's still the same question, right? But I'm asking you to zero in on Dad and Sean. Right? So this is kind of part of that. Let's go on to the last part. And I'm going to make this one a different color too. I'll make it purple. How does Tara deal with these ideas and pressures in her family? As she grows up, what does Tara decide being a woman means for her? Do you think that she needed to separate from her family in order to truly be herself? Let's actually make this one a different color. I think the purple question all kind of goes together. How does Tara deal with these ideas and pressures in her family? As she grows up, what does Tara decide being a woman means for her? These 2 go together. They're basically one question said in 2 different ways. But notice that this is new. How does Tara deal with it, right? This is different from the orange part. So I'm thinking when I write my essay, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to probably do this in the second half of the essay. And this is a new question. It's not the same question as what does it mean to be a girl, because the first part is all about what does Tara have to deal with? Like, what does it mean to be a girl in her family? But now with this question, the purple question, we have, how does she react? So it's a new question. And then I think at the end you have a third question. Do you think that she needed to separate from her family in order to truly be herself? I think this is a new question. It's different from the others. So if you download in your computer, you might do some color coding here. So you might even separate them like this. Now I'm starting to really see what this question is about. And it seems like you've got three main parts. You've got the main question about what it means to be a girl. And that includes Dad and Sean. You have, how does Tara deal with it? And then you have the question, do you think she needed to separate from her family in order to truly be herself? And so it seems like overall, even though there's 6 question marks, I think what I'm really asking you is 3 different questions. And so this, I hope, will help you to plan your essay. Thanks, I'm done.